Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Kick this one off, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Get over there, go.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what's.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Davis got her, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. There was only one man who scored a touchdown in Super Bowl 53, and of course it was that man we just saw, Sony Michel.
How about him turning it on in the postseason of his rookie year? Because in the 16-game regular season, he didn't play in all 16 now. He did have 6 touchdowns, which is pretty darn good. But he added 6 more touchdown runs in the Patriots' 3 playoff wins. That's pretty significant as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Great.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, stat. Great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Hey. 4 down.
Now it's a Johnny, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Down and man inside, down and man.
On play action, it's Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 57 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a third team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Brady to throw on second down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. He got 29 yards that time. Edelman, the 7th wide receiver to be named Super Bowl MVP. 10 catches, 141 yards in that game, Charles.
And just think, if Julian Edelman had followed his heart initially, he would have gone to Canada to play quarterback, which is what he played at Kent State. But he wanted to play in the NFL, willing to make the change to receiver. And how well has that paid off for not just him, but the New England Patriots?
Paid off really well, and he can hide that Super Bowl MVP trophy right in that beard. For Gronk, of course, the big question, has he played his last game in the NFL?
But we won't have to wait too long to find out if he sticks with what he told everyone after the ball game. Expects to make a decision in about a week or so. We'll find out. If indeed that was his last game, not only did he go out a winner and on top, how about 6 catches for 87 yards? And don't forget that huge 29-yarder to set up the Patriots' only touchdown.
And speaking of the number 29, that's his age. He'll turn 30 in May. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brady's going to sneak it. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, IB Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know, if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety of Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon, because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game. And they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now out come the Patriots. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay hot.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. Great. Lion.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Hang in there now.
Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They run again with Ajayi. Fights him off. Ajayi a first down and more. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go. 120. 81.
They go play action here on first down. Got him in. Open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Ajayi. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on now.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go. Back. 180.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This from 54 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So the Patriots coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 41 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Great. Hey, Lou.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They run with Ajayi. Fights loose. And he is into the end zone.